Hey there! Welcome back to this channel with another motivational video to inspire and guide you. For the first half of my life, I wandered through a maze of choices, each turn seemingly inconsequential yet laden with the weight of consequence. I spent decades chasing what I thought was success, happiness, and fulfillment, only to find myself ensnared in a web of my own making. It wasn't until I hit the milestone of 50 that the fog began to lift, revealing the profound truths I had overlooked. These truths, or life laws as I now call them, became the guiding principles that reshaped my understanding of existence. The first of these laws is the importance of self-acceptance. For years I believed that my worth was tied to external validation, career achievements, social status, and the approval of others. I molded myself to fit the expectations of friends, family, and society, often sacrificing my own desires and needs in the process. It took a long time for me to realize that self-acceptance is not merely a feel-good mantra, but a fundamental necessity for genuine happiness. The moment I began to embrace my flaws, quirks, and unique journey, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. I understood that I was enough just as I was, and that the pursuit of perfection was a futile endeavor. This epiphany opened doors to a more authentic life, allowing me to connect with others on a deeper level. The second law I discovered was the power of vulnerability. For much of my life, I wore a mask of invulnerability, convinced that showing weakness would diminish my strength. I built walls around my heart, fearing that if I let anyone in, I would be exposed to pain and disappointment. However, as I began to embrace vulnerability, I found that it was not a sign of weakness, but an invitation to true connection. Sharing my struggles, fears, and insecurities allowed others to do the same, fostering an environment of trust and understanding. I learned that vulnerability is the birthplace of creativity, innovation, and authentic relationships. It was liberating to step into the light of my imperfections, and in doing so, I discovered the beauty of shared humanity. Another crucial law that emerged was the necessity of setting boundaries. For years, I was a people pleaser, often prioritizing the needs of others over my own. I believed that saying yes to every request was a testament to my kindness and reliability. However, the constant bending to accommodate others left me drained and resentful. It took time and reflection to understand that boundaries are not barriers. They are essential for maintaining healthy relationships and self-respect. Learning to say no when necessary was a radical act of self-care. It allowed me to reclaim my time, energy, and peace of mind. I found that by honoring my own needs, I could show up more fully for others, creating a balance that nurtured both my well-being and my relationships. The fourth law I came to appreciate was the significance of gratitude. In my earlier years, I often focused on what was lacking in my life, what I didn't have, what I hadn't achieved, and what others seemed to possess. This mindset kept me in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. It wasn't until I started practicing gratitude that I began to shift my perspective. By consciously acknowledging the abundance in my life, the small joys, the supportive relationships, and the lessons learned from challenges, I cultivated a sense of contentment that had eluded me for so long. Gratitude became a lens through which I viewed the world, transforming mundane moments into treasures. It taught me to celebrate progress rather than fixate on perfection. The fifth law that reshaped my life was the understanding that change is the only constant. For years, I resisted change, clinging to the familiar and fearing the unknown. I equated stability with safety, but in doing so, I stifled my growth. Life, I learned, is a series of cycles, each ending paving the way for new beginnings. Embracing change became a powerful catalyst for transformation. I started to see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for reinvention. Whether it was a career shift, a move to a new city, or a shift in personal relationships, each change brought with it the potential for growth and discovery. I learned to approach change with curiosity rather than fear, and in doing so, I opened myself up to a world of possibilities. The sixth law that resonated deeply was the value of mindfulness. For much of my life, I operated on autopilot, rushing from one task to the next, consumed by the demands of daily life. I rarely took the time to pause, reflect, or simply be present. It was through mindfulness that I discovered the beauty of the present moment. Engaging in practices like meditation and mindful breathing helped me cultivate awareness and appreciation for the here and now. I learned to savor the taste of my morning coffee, to listen intently during conversations, and to find joy in the simplicity of everyday moments. Mindfulness became a refuge, grounding me in a world that often felt chaotic. It taught me that life is not just about the destination, it's about the journey and the moments that shape it. Finally, the seventh law I embraced was the importance of community. In my quest for individual success, I often overlooked the value of connection and support from others. I realized that no one achieves greatness in isolation. We are all interconnected. Building a community of like-minded individuals brought richness to my life that I had previously neglected. Whether it was through joining clubs, volunteering, or simply reaching out to friends, I found that sharing experiences, challenges, and victories with others created a sense of belonging and purpose. Community provided a safety net during difficult times and a source of inspiration during moments of doubt. It reminded me that we are stronger together and that collaboration often leads to greater achievements than solitary efforts. As I reflect on the journey that brought me to these revelations, I am filled with gratitude for the lessons learned, even if they came with their share of struggles and heartaches. It took me 50 years to realize the significance of these life laws, but each one has become a cornerstone of my existence. They serve as a compass, guiding me through the complexities of life with clarity and intention. I no longer view aging as a decline, but as an opportunity for continuous growth and exploration. The wisdom gained over the years is a treasure I carry with me, illuminating the path ahead. In embracing self-acceptance, vulnerability, boundaries, gratitude, change, mindfulness, and community, I have transformed my relationship with myself and the world around me. Life is a beautiful tapestry woven with experiences, emotions, and connections, and I am grateful for every thread that has contributed to my story. As I step into the next chapter of my life, I do so with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to embrace each moment with open arms and an open heart. If this video inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs a boost. And if you're ready for more motivation, success tips, and life-changing insights, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Let's grow together.